Well, how do there, chums? 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm hitting up No Man's Sky, as you can see behind me. I'm going to be jumping in and doing the Purge. Now, I'm not too sure how many steps I've got left to do in the Purge, because kind of as you're doing the Atlas path, you're kind of doing the Purge in a roundabout way, a little bit off, really. But anyway, let's jump on over into game, and let's move on with this, shall we, people? I guess. Oh, hello there, Dr. Pong, or Kate Blair. You pinging Dr. Pong? In for a like. Oh, nice one. Well, yeah, I know we've all done this like over 100 billion times each by now. So it's probably not going to be viewing pleasure for everyone, but this is my PC save, and I'm trying to get my PC save as far forward as my actual PlayStation save in a roundabout way. Close enough by the time we get the next expedition. So anyway, we're hitting up the Purge. Here we go. Kaboom. And breach. Okay, locate and enter the final portal. Alright, well, how do we go about doing that then? Go into here. Lovely jubbly. Jedi Way from Dr. Pong. Hello there, Dr. Pong. Welcome aboard. I guess if you haven't checked out Dr. Pong, they've got an awesome channel. Go check her out, I guess. Oh, this seems to be quite a long frickin' distance to go. Huh? Really? Seriously? Hold on, let me just come out of here for 1 second. Can I reset this somehow? Because that's a bit mental. I have faced the Atlas once more. I do not know how to proceed of what I've learned. The Atlas is everywhere because we're all part of the Atlas. It is a machine. It is a simulation. Blah, 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 blah. But the machine is being destroyed. La, 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 la. Yeah. Enter the final portal. What portal? Okay. Well, we'll just go where it's telling me to go, people. But this is a bit mental. If it is to get to the centre of the universe, it could say that, because I kind of know how to do that really lickety-splitting quick. This is a bit weird that it's sending me all the way over here. For whatever reason, I don't know. Cool. Well, welcome, Dr. Pong, anyway. Nice to see you in here. And slapping up that like button for us. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've done these missions, people. I might have to just adjust my PC sound a little bit there. It seems a little bit loud, so I'll just turn that down a tad. There we go. Hopefully that's a bit better for you. Oh, Broomstick Joe. Hello there, my captain. The ship, the galaxy. Ah, sweet. Yeah, we're heading through the galaxies in a roundabout way. We're in Euclid. We're not going to be travelling on from Euclid. I suppose if you do the Purge, does it put you in the next galaxy? I can never remember. Or does it just reset the simulation? Meh. Okay, well anyway, we've arrived at Cated. I'm only doing the Purge because it was the next one on the frickin' list. This does seem a little bit weird, to be fair. Okay, let's skip that then. Now, it's still saying consult the galactic map. Well, how far have I got to jump? Because I don't want to do a whole episode of me just jumping around the universe. Hold on. Now it's not actually showing me anything on the galactic map. Is my frickin' Purge mission broken? I think it might be, people. Righto, let's just select something else for a second. Right, let's just go there for a sec. Let's just do one step on this one. Aha! Maybe I've got to alert frickin' Anada about the plight of the Atlas first from doing the Atlas path. I've just noticed that we've also got Atlas Eternal in there. Yeah, okay. Bit weird. Maybe I'll do that next week or something, peeps. I guess. Already liked twice. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Old Explorer in the house. Welcome. Old Explorer. Salutamondo. Hello there, Ed. Good to see you. I guess. I realise that my TV is actually like a monitor TV. It doesn't quite do 4K, even though it said 4K on the box, but it does go up to 2K. So I guess that's kind of native, isn't it? So what I've done is I've upped all the visuals on my Streamlabs to 2K. And I must say, it does look quite snazzy. I'm not losing any frame drops or anything. It's actually quite smooth, isn't it? You guys seeing it quite smooth? You're not getting any sort of issues your end? Just what I'd ask. Right, okay. Anyway, we need to speak to Nada. Let's go speak to Nada. It does look really nice and crisp on the old PC compared to my PlayStation 5. I would have thought PlayStation 5 would have, you know, been a lot better, considering I can't welly up all the graphics on my PC. Salutes all. Hello there, Miyogi. Welcome, Miyogi. Coolio. The Atlas. It is failing. It resets itself again and again and again. in panic trying to purge what it sees as an anomaly. But each purge changes nothing. The boundaries continue to fall. Atlas will die in 16, but we do not have to go on so soon. It does not need to delete us in fear. Nada tells me they are fine. Touch that I asked. Sweet. All must end. Time must end. Even here, Nada and Polo cannot escape reality. Fall. Data cannot survive. Make peace. Find happiness. Be who you want to be. Goodbye, companions. Goodbye, stars. I will remember. Okay. I say goodbye. We'll see you many times before the end, I'm sure. You have been a good entity. Well, thank you very much. You too. Right, okay. So, yeah, we've got Miyogi in the house. Miyogi has also got a channel, people, if you haven't checked out Miyogi. Don't think they've uploaded much for a while, but I think they might in time. Who knows? But anyway, good back catalogue of content there to go see if you haven't seen Miyogi before. It's a delightful chap. Chris G in the house. Now I have to decide if I want Artemis to live or die, says Chris G. Well, on my PlayStation save, I chose to save them, put them in the simulation. And on my PC save, I chose for them to die. And I wouldn't say either of the two outcomes is better than the other, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can now move this on. Has it actually given me a direction to go in? No, it frickin' hasn't. Galactic Core, Free Exploration, Black Hole, Atlas Station. I think my Purge mission might be frickin' broken. Reset the simulation. Oh, okay. So I guess we've got to keep going on to this one. Move this forwards to do the Purge. I think that's what's happening right now. Purchase technology blueprints or new base parts aboard the anomaly. Well, I was just bloody on there. Undertake missions with other travellers from the Nexus or exchange discoveries for rare products or nanites. Seriously, I think I've actually... Hold on. Polo holds coordinates. Oh, okay. Let's go see Polo then. And hopefully he'll give us another Atlas station. That's what we'll go do, people. It's nice to see that they've sorted out all this sort of mission hopping. Have they, Fudge-Nori? No, they haven't. Yeah, still a bit weird. I don't think it's me, people. You know, a lot of people would try and do the missions in order, wouldn't they? So they wouldn't think to swap the missions to see if it actually does something else on the other set of missions. It doesn't make sense. Okay, right, there we go then. Let's head on up over here. And I don't know whether this is because this was off the back of my expedition save after Omega, or whether it's something else. Who frickin' knows, people? I don't know whether it's by design, whether it's a bug, or whether it's me just being stupid. Let's head on over. Hello there, Polo. Welcome, mate. Could be a little bit of everything, to be honest. Well, hello there, Daniel Hipley and Scott Winkler. You know how everything is around the number 16 on this game. Maybe they're going to stop updating the game after 16 years of the release date. Maybe. Who knows? We're anomalous. We've been amazing. Anomaly stations, yes, but we're still fabricated beings. Not like... Okay. Cool. Anyway, let's just skip on. Ask about portals. All right. Just devices, traveller friends. To be understood. Copy advanced. Okay. Is that it? Is that all I had to do? Atlas station coordinates, please. Sweet. Alright. Now let's go see if we hit up the Atlas where it moves on the Purge. Did you dump the rare bucket? Bucket? The rat bucket? Yes, I did. I got rid of the rat in the bucket, yes. It was actually a mouse. It's not really a rat. It was very bloated. It was a very bloated mouse. But yeah, I just tipped it down the drain out the front. Yeah, straight to the sewers. Yeah, goodbye, little mousey. Yep, done that. Okay, right, here we go. Zoom. Atlas interface. Let's go see the good old Atlas. Now, I did do the Atlas path last time. Let's go see what it says this time. Now, it did say find the last portal, which I think is weird, rather than find the next Atlas station. Description of the mission wrong? Or am I forgetting how things go in the Purge? Who freaking knows? We'll try and do what we can do. But I've got quite a lot of other sub-missions I can do. I can do the Dreams of the Deep. I can do the Traces of Metal. Or I could do the Outlaws missions, the Voice of Freedom. So there's still quite a lot of different side missions I can actually partake in right now, people. Ooh, the sound's just cut out. Is my game going to crash? It could do. Ooh. It's gone weird, peeps. Well, I can still talk. What the fudge is going on? I think we've just got an error, people. Because look, I've got like the little... Yeah, close program. Oh, dear me. Okay, well, we just lost the game. It's going to take ages to get back into game, people. So I'll just jump over to me for a second. Because No Man's Sky on PC just takes a freaking month of Sundays to launch. So you're going to have me just chatting for a bit. Yes, I want to play No Man's Sky Steam. Who cares? We just wait for that to get back in again, people, and I'll just chat with you guys for a little bit, you know? So thank you, Miyagi, for Galaxy. What? Did you dump the rat? Yes, I did. Or stop at 16 expeditions too. At least 16 jumps. I think Hello Games are going to carry on supporting No Man's Sky for at least 10 years. I think they're going to try and hit the 10th anniversary, mainly because at the Game Awards, when they were talking about Light No Fire, Shaun of the Murray said, 10 years from now, I still want to be updating Light No Fire. I think the same could be said for No Man's Sky 10 years from launch. I think is going to be where they're aiming to go with it, people. Yeah, it's going to take ages to go through the Starfield simulation. On my PC, on my PlayStation 5, it's like boom, it's like lightning quick. PC, it's like super slow. Pharaoh, eek, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know, peep. I really do need to get my PC built. After I've got my PC built, hopefully this will be a thing of the past, and hopefully it'll be quicker to boot. Even though I'm running this off of an SSD on my actual laptop, I kind of think my laptop, even though it's Alienware, it's a freaking good laptop. Because I'm sort of reading and writing from the same hard drive, I think that could be why it's gone a little bit squiffy. Because, you know, it's got to draw in all these elements and stuff. If I've got my other PC and I just plug it into my capture card through HDMI, I've then circumnavigated all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. I let her die, says Chris G. Well, good old Artemis. Yeah, I did that in the end. But yeah, I do think that Hello Games are going to have another 2 years of support. Because we're only like, what, 8 years in now. So I think another 2 years of support, which will give a comfortable overlap with Light No Fire. And I think things that they put into Light No Fire, if it makes sense to lift and shift it into No Man's Sky, then hopefully they will. Maybe we might get a few sort of, like, I don't know, dual biomes or something, multiple biomed planets appearing. Or maybe some of the large megafauna that they've got in Light No Fire, like that giant octopus under the oceans, or maybe the giant crab creatures. Maybe we might see some sort of boss-type creatures appearing in No Man's Sky in time. You can only but hope. Heck yes. Captain Steve, I put a base in each galaxy from 2 to 256. Holy fudginori, Daniel Hipley. That's mental. I'd say getting weird with the anomaly textures is getting funny. Yeah, like when I called in the anomaly just then, it went all green and stuff. There's a couple of weird visual sort of hiccups on PC, and I see similar sort of things on my PlayStation from time to time. It's like the trees. Sometimes they look like a Salvi Dali painting. They look like they're all melting or something. I've seen some right weirdness going on with No Man's Sky as of late. And I don't know whether it's to do with some of the latest patches they're putting out or whether it's something else. Who knows? Anyway, looks like we're getting into game now, people. So there you go. I'll jump back over to my PC gaming. Boom. And we're back inside of game, people. If it does crash again, I'll probably just call it the end of my freaking stream, you know? Right. I think it's after we spoke to Polo. I think. Let's see if we get the Atlas station. Otherwise, it could be a little bit squiffy. Nope, there's Galactic Core. I have to go back in and speak to Polo. Dang it! I have to jump in my ship and out of my ship. Yeah, look, you see all the you see all that on the Nexus right now. I don't know what's causing that. It could be the asteroids around here and the sun's placement. But yeah, some very squiffy shaders going on. It's like this bit as well. That's a bit squiffy as well. Now I am actually running PC Experimental right now. So there was just a new update put into Experimental just last week. And this is the first time that I've hit it up and started playing. And some of these visual sort of elements that we're seeing now, I think are new. And maybe some of this disjointedness with Polo and the Purge missions that we're seeing right now, and it's not swapping me from one to the other, maybe that's something new inside of experimental that's a bit squiffy. Maybe we might see a round of fixes. Oh, now I can't even ask for a freaking... Oh, my days. All right, I've seen this happen before as well. Sometimes you don't get the Atlas station on the actual galactic map. So you have to fly out. You have to go to a black hole place first. I'm going to just jump out my ship just to make a save. So you have to fly out, go to a black hole. You don't often have to fly through it, but I may as well. And then you have to call in the Nexus again and ask for an Atlas station. And that's been a bug for like eons. And they've fixed this like 3 times in the patch notes. And then it just rears its ugly head again. And look, he hasn't even given me a bloody black hole. Freaking git bag. Okay. There's black hole. Oh, there's Atlas station. It's on the filters. Okay, cool. All right. I forgive you, Polo. It wasn't your fault. It's my fault. Maybe something has changed. I don't know. It's hard to say these days, isn't it? Pharaoh. Did he not mention 10 years? Because 10 years on from then, previewing No Man's Sky at the same event. Yeah, maybe. It could have been a reference to that. Because they actually did the announcement of No Man's Sky 2 years before the release, didn't they? So, yeah, they released it. Yeah, it could be. It could be that. But then he says, I would like to be updating, you know, frickin' Light No Fire for the next 10 years. He hasn't been updating No Man's Sky for 10 years. Not in live, not in public domain is where I'm going with it. I think we're going to get 10 years worth of updates. Like he said, updates for Light No Fire. But yeah, you could be pedantic and read into the exact date that they announced it. Because I think they've got a special kinship with the Game Awards. And also perhaps, well, not so much E3 anymore, because I don't really think that's too much of a thing now, is it? But yeah, I think the Game Awards this year could be quite interesting. If we see any inclination that Hello Games will be attending this year, I think that could be a very exciting little announcement of news if we get that nugget. Now, there was another Game Award just the other month, which was the BAFTAs Game Awards. And they've got very similar sort of logo-y type stuff. I mean, the BAFTAs look a little bit like a mask, whereas the actual Game Awards looks like a woman running or something, or flying. Yeah, I got mixed up with the logos. Honestly thought it was the same thing, but it's not. Right, okay, let's head on over this way then. Right, let's head on down to see the Atlas and see what he's got to say. I mean, I say he, mainly because the Void Mother is a she. Even in the lore, they call her a she. It's the only real reference to gender in the game, isn't it, when you come to think of it? The Void Mother. Bit of gravitas there. Okay, here we go. The Atlas has crafted infinite stars, infinite worlds, infinite life. I cannot see them all, nor even truly begin to understand the multitude of existence. But perhaps even among these endless wonders, each moment can still have meaning. Any atom may seed a new universe if we viewed it the right way. Ah, and now I'm presenting wonders. Well, this isn't the Purge. This isn't the... 1 second. Well, this isn't the Purge. That's Atlas Internal. That's that. I've got this one selected. Dang you. Okay. Right. I'll select that one and see if it changes anything. Okay. No. I'll just give it one of my wonders anyway while I'm here. There you go. Right. Bizarre. Okay, well, let's see if the Purge is actually working now, because it's got a different icon down there. It's got the actual red sort of weird one that's usually related to Artemis. I'm so bloody confused. There we go. Sweet, Levi Rivers in the house. Hello there. I've been getting ghost ships sitting on the landscape when I'm summoning my ship. I've had that happen in the appearance modifier with my actual look and appearance. I changed my look and appearance. I stepped out of the appearance modifier and there was still another nCaptainSteve inside the appearance modifier. There's some weirdness going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether Hello Games has got something big planned or whether they just rushed a couple of things. I honestly don't know. Anyway, is the Purge going to actually give me... No, look, there's no line for current mission. Right. I am It's supposed to be here. I have no idea. Is it because I've still got my settlement sitting there? Is it not letting me do it because I've got my settlement there or something? I have no idea why it's not moving me forwards. It's bizarre. All right, well, let's have a look. Exploration guides, community research, exosuit upgrade, streams of the deep, under rebel star, sentinel interceptor. Let's go do this. Let's go put something down as a settlement, because apparently it's got a settlement here somewhere. I saw that when I was on the galactic map, I saw that there was a settlement icon there, and I'm wondering whether that's stopping the purge from moving forwards. Because this is off the back of my expedition, the Omega expedition, I think things aren't sitting pretty. I think if I was a new player coming in from scratch, maybe I wouldn't get this issue. I honestly don't know. But it's like all the missions now, all the different sort of quest lines are all sort of merged and tatered together in some weird roundabout way. This isn't a bad planet to have a settlement on. I think I've just got freaking lucky with this one. Thank you. I'll take that. That's actually a real nice little flat plateau surrounded by mountains, beautiful trees, a little bit of drizzle. I can live with a bit of drizzle. Thank you. Oh, God. The rendering on this planet, though. It's having fun with that, isn't it? Well, there we go. Yay! Settlements! Settlements that do pretty much nothing. Yay! Okay, cool. Let's claim this then. Boom. There we go. Yeah. I'd like to be the overseer, please. Submit management credentials. There we go. And now what? Is that it? Okay, cool. What's it going to produce anyway? Who friggin' knows? Yeah, doesn't overly really matter. I've got to actually settle the debts first. Alright, well, we've done that then. Construct the Overseer's office. I thought we just got the Overseer's office. Right, okay. Hiya! Boom. Oh, I've got 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. I forgot all this was time gated as well. It's a little bit quicker because I'm on freaking, you know, creative mode at the moment. Need to put it back into normal mode. Maybe that might affect the freaking path. Who knows? Good to see you anyway, Levi Rivers. I guess. Welcome, sir. There we go. Stick that in there. Pharaoh, I had that earlier today on Experimental 2. The textures, that is. Oh, that's good to know I'm not alone on that then, Pharaoh. Maybe it's a little bit of a hiccup inside of the experimental branch. Maybe they might get that fixed. Who knows? Okay, right, there we go. New building opportunities available. View opportunities. I want the salon, please. I guess we'll go with that. I want a happy place. Lovely. Hiya! And away we go. Ow! Why'd you put that there? Well, that was a bit of dodgy pop, wasn't it? Right, there we go. How long is that going to take? Oh, another 4 seconds. I'm impatient. Build, dang you. Oh, did you see that creature? Oh, we've got striders on this planet, people. How lovely. Very nice. Wonder what other creatures frequent this world, people. I have still got that the Majestic Diplo mod in. That'd be nice if there was Majestic Diplos here, wouldn't it? That'd be freaking awesome, in fact. But I haven't re-established the mods since the last update, so it might not actually be working. It's got lots of budgies. Hello there, pigeons. Okay, it is a nice planet, to be honest. That's my bar done. Meow. Superman. There goes. And here we go. We've got a new visitor. Let's have a look at the visitors then. Greet settlement visitor. Visitor has fled another settlement after a violent quarrel. They present their qualifications as a storyteller, shifting their weight slightly as they do so. I would say yes. You can join. You can come and join us upon this lovely adventure. There we go. We got him. Okay, we've got a new citizen that might join us in another hour or so. So I think that's where we've got to the point of being in a time gate now, people. So let's see if that's moved it forwards. Manage your settlement. Let's see if that now works on the Purge. Not that it shouldn't have had any relationship at all. But look, it's saying consult the galactic map. So it's not in this system. So it's got to be in another region or another system inside of this galaxy. Surely. I literally just started playing and got my first freighter yesterday. Such a noob, says Bob Reist. Well, it takes a while before you actually get into this game, to be fair. And there's so much content in the early adoption of this game. Look, I'm still not getting no mission lines. What the fudge am I supposed to do to move the... No, stop it. Okay, well, that's not moving forwards. And I don't think this moves very much forwards. Let's select that one then. Okay, boom. Let's just hit up another Atlas station. Might as well start doing that one. Might as well change my freaking thumbnail or something at the end of this. Because I have no idea what's going on with the Purge. It seems to be completely busted. In PC, you can use the Goat Fungus editor to change the settlement outputs. I have got Goat Fungus. I haven't really overly played with it, though, on this save. Apart from to give myself all the words, but that's pretty much it. We need close quarters combat and procedurally generated dungeons on Well, says Scott Winkler. Yeah, I put a link out to somebody else's video on my community tab that mentioned about multi-swords and wanting sort of like melee combat. So you're not alone on that wish. I think it'd be freaking epic inside of, VR to have that. I used to like a cartoon called Ulysses 31. And Ulysses, he had like a laser gun, but then a laser sword would come out of it, and he had a laser shield. Freaking epic. If you haven't watched Ulysses 31, you can find the whole playlist on side of YouTube. I'd say it still stands the test of time now. If you've got youngsters, stick it on. I'm sure they're going to like it. It's pretty darn freaking epic. Or even yourself as an adult, I think you're going to like it. There's some pretty dark episodes in there, just as a word of warning, though. There's one where Telemachus, that's Ulysses' son, and Uni, they get stuck on these like floating islands going around in the seasons of time. So one minute they're going through Arctic type conditions and then in blistering sun. And not only that, they're aging at the same time. And it's quite sinister. It's got a lot of Greek mythology in, just like No Man's Sky. It's pretty darn cool. If it wasn't for Ulysses 31, I probably wouldn't have had such an interest in Greek mythos. Really liked Ulysses 31. I mean, I tell a lie slightly there, because I also like, Jason and the Argonauts and Sinbad and all that sort of shenanigans that introduce like centaurs and things like that, and Medusa and the Kraken and all that lot. All right, anyway. Okay. All right, we'll show it another wonder then, people. Here you go. Have that. That should fill you full of wonder, Mr. Atlas. There you go. Brilliant. Fun times. I have no idea why the Purge isn't actually moving on anymore, people. I don't know why I'm not getting any mission markers. But now that we've moved away and we're in a different part of the galaxy, let's just hit that. Let's just see what happens. Will it send me back to where I just was? You have a great looking ship. This is from the expedition, this ship. This is the Starborn Runner. It looks the same as everybody else's that done the last freaking expedition. So although it looks great, it's kind of the same as what everybody else is flying about in right now. Aha! There we go. It's working now, people. What the flying fudge was going on there? I just think it was slightly squiffy then, peeps. Random. 1 minute it's not working, next minute it's working. I didn't really do anything other than move myself away from that bugged out area. I guess it was a bugged out area. Who knows? Best thing about settlements is you can fast travel to it for irregular pirate systems. Yeah, you can use it like a little in-between, yeah? Cool. Nice. And if you've got a black market there, I suppose you can sell there too, can't you? Nice. Okay, cool. I didn't think of that. Nice little side hustle. Heck yes. Beyond the systems and Artemis, the Explorer. Call it out. No, we're eradicated. Chickaboom! And where's it sending me to? Ah, maybe there wasn't no portals in that system that it sent me to last time? Is that even a thing? I think every system has got a portal. Ah, unless it's one of those phantom systems that I managed to land on. But then why would the mission marker drop me on a freaking phantom system? I don't know. I give up trying to work out how these bugs occur. They just do, you know? It's not like I could even report it to the Zendesk, because how would I go about reporting that? Yeah, I was doing the purge, and it didn't actually give me my mission marker, so I flew to another system, and it magically did. I guess that's the one... that's the first thing people would try, actually, isn't it? Come to think of it. Right, anyway, let's land here. This is a very black and white, weird-looking world with oil effects, isn't it? Was that a giant worm that I just heard? Maybe. Yes! Holy fudge! Big worm! Yeah, we're going this way. 500 U's this way. Let's go. Meow! Zoom! I think I'm looking for a portal, right? Meow! Very weird planet with all this purpley sort of haze going on. If they were to add in new biomes into No Man's Sky, what biomes would you like to see realised? Would you like to see Sentinel homeworlds, autophage homeworlds, tar pits, oil pits? Or would you like to see them just add more to the current biomes we've got, a lot more variety to what we have? Tricky one, that. I've asked myself that question a few times. Okay, let's head on through here. I just think more variety would be good, no matter how they put it in. More variety is always a good thing for somebody that likes exploration. Right, there we go. Let's just go through then. I wish when you got the Atlas Pass level 3 or something, you could just hold your Atlas Pass up to it and it, boom, it automatically does it, you know? Tedious, that. 16, 16, 16, 16, la 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 la. The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. I must focus. Activate portal. I tell you, that's how menus are for me right now. I think it might be my age. I have got some lovely swanky reading glasses. Check this out though. I don't think they suit me. See that? Yeah, now everything's gone all weird and blurry anyway, you know? But they're good for reading. I can read menus when I've got these on. But anything that's this close to me goes blurry without these glasses. Yeah, I don't wear them much. But look, they've got like red handles. I've got them in my logo colours just in case I ever do need them for more than just reading. It does help for reading the old live chat over there, but I have to get close to it like that. Yeah. I don't think glasses suit me, though, people. I think they make me look like Harry Potter or something, you know? I just don't think my face suits glasses. Well, hello there, Mike UK. Hello there, Mike in the UK. I hope you're doing good, Mr. Mike. UK. I do like saying UK. Cool. Anyway, we're going to arrive at the opposite side of this in a moment, people. Oh, if you haven't seen my review of Fallout on Amazon... I would strongly suggest, if you haven't watched Fallout, hit that review up first. There's no spoilers in it. It's just my sort of like synopsis of what I think of it. All right, we're not going to be here long, I don't think. I think we're going to get pulled over to the Atlas station any second now. Is there any trophies I can half-inch while I'm here? When I say trophies, they're these little question-marked doohickeys. Nope, but there is a creature I can scan. There we go. If I go to my discoveries, I should be able to upload said beastie. Or not. Hold on, why is it saying that there's 10 species on this planet? There never is. Hold on. Ah! They're gonna... Oh, look, the Discoverers page has all gone squiffy. Ah, fudge it. Uh-oh. You're not going to take me alive! Oh, right. I'm going to... Go on, then. Do your best. Let's see you take me in a sitting down position. In camera mode. Ha! That scuppered you, Mr. Countdown, isn't it? I wonder if I still vanish in camera mode. I've never tried this before. Why am I trying to break the game? Okay, well, that's gone past the 4 seconds, hasn't it? Yes, what? Okay, let's come out of camera mode. Ah, it stopped the countdown. No. Sneaky me. Let's see if I end up in front of the Atlas sitting down. Go on then. Come on and take me. Take me as I am. Take me as I am. Oh, sugar. Yes, I've appeared in the Atlas looking rather nonchalant. Okay, that was quite cool. There we go. Hello there, Dark Lord Zelric. I have to wear them. What, the glasses? You have to wear glasses all the time. If I did have to wear glasses all the time, I quite like the Ray-Bans Meta. They've got glass, they've got like cameras in. But if you do get them, you can actually get prescription lenses for them. And you can have them transition lenses. Don't just go for the shades, or else you're not going to be able to use them indoors and outdoors. Get the transition lenses. But they look really quite cool. The only thing is, they only record for 60 seconds. They do it in portrait filter, thinking everybody's part of the TikTok universe. No, I want it to record in landscape so I can do some vlogging. It'd be cool to have point of view freaking glasses. I cry out, but the Atlas is silent. I cry out again. Thinking of my journey, thinking of all the things I have seen. Of Artemis, who just wanted to meet another traveller, who just wanted to end their loneliness. Cry out again. I cry out thinking of Apollo, who gave me purpose, when all purpose seemed lost. I cry out yet again. I cry out thinking of Null, thinking of how they lived, what choices they made, the path that led them to this end. I cry out again. There is no return if I cry out again. I must make the final choice. Cry out again. Go. Artemis once said, when they first reached out to the heavens, they had no idea what to expect. The beauty, the mystery of the adventure, the danger. I stand before the interface of the Atlas, before the centre of all things. I stand before the depth of existence. Cry out one more time. On the 6th cry, the Atlas answers. Okay. Traveller. Submit. Yes. Yep. It speaks. I understand. At my command, the Atlas will initiate a reset. It's happened before, and it seems to stop nothing. It still only has 16 minutes. The remaining... Here we go then. I do not know what I'll remember when it happens. When I wake up next to my ship, I had just performed a reset. Had someone else? Everything is coming to an end. Perhaps all is left is to learn the final truth of the simulation, to know who the travellers truly are, and then 1,000 galaxies will be gone, 1,000 more will appear, and it will all be mine to explore. Reset the simulation. I should have swapped my ships to my broken ship. Oh well. There we go. Sweet. I guess we head on over here then and press all these buttons. Can I change my ship inside of here? I don't know whether I can. Ah. No, I cannot. Dang it. Okay. Doesn't overly matter. I'm in creative mode, so I can just fix it again anyway. Sweet. Steve, are you playing Fallout 4 when the next-gen update drops this Thursday? Mac UK? No. I didn't actually like Fallout 4. I did buy it. I bought it, and I gave it to Lexper, my stepson. He loved it. He freaking loved it. He built bases, automated them, all sorts of stuff. I think this jumps me to Galaxy 10, which is Eisentam, if memory serves me correctly. There we go. Lovely jubbly. It takes a little while to go through all of this, so what I might do is just make myself a little bit larger on the old screen. There we go. We can still see what's going on in the background anyway. You know, you can see my lovely mug in space. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it lovely? It probably isn't. But there we are. That's what you've got now. Professor Cynical's job is to break the game. Yes, he does a very good job of that as well, doesn't he? Yeah, he's managed to get it so all of his armour is off now, which is quite cool and quite swanky. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty darn interesting. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, Fallout wasn't for me. If I did play any Fallout game, it'd be Fallout 76, the online one. And I'd like to put together a little team if I did play it. I know Wolfie's got it. Yeah, Wolfie would probably play it if he's got the time. But yeah, I used to watch Wolfie, Good at Game, and Scottish Rod all play it together. And there were bits that I thought looked really good fun. And there was bits that I thought looked a little bit tedious. And there was bits where I was like, this just doesn't feel like a game that I want to play. I'm not into zombies. I'm not really into post-apocalyptic environments either. I like fantasy worlds, you know, with dragons and all that sort of stuff. I like the Skyrim type universe and Dragon's Dogma, you know, Lord of the Ringsy type vibes. And I like sci-fi. I like space. What I don't like is things that are quite close to real life. I did hit up Red Dead Redemption. I mean, you know, who doesn't want to be a cowboy, you know, at some point in their life? When I was a kid, I used to have these, my dad got me these chrome guns with pearl handles and stuff. They looked really cool. I had holsters for them, little cowboy hat and everything. Freaking loved those. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to Eisentam. We're going to Eisentam. Galaxy 10. I guess it's got more paradise planets apparently in Eisentam. So yeah, the green one is the one that I usually choose. If I'm going to jump to any galaxy, might as well go to Eisentam. But yeah, so that's the only game I've really played that is part of, you know, reality. Hold on, I've got a load of weird green flashes happening. I want to see if that's actually happening inside of the game. Okay. Yeah. So even that seems to be a little bit fudged up, doesn't it? You know, that was a little bit dodgy. That could induce maybe, you know, some sort of stroke or something. That's not good. Hopefully Hello Games fixes some of these visual weirdness things that are happening right now. Oh, great. Well, this is a different sort of world to put me on, isn't it? Fun times. You can without group. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Oh, sweet. Cool. I'd like to see more desert planet biomes with giant sand monsters. That'll be awesome, says Peter Bogard. Well, we did get teased a load of Dune type looking planets back in the original trailers. I mean, I do talk about the original trailers quite a lot, to be honest. I do get a little bit of jip for it from time to time. I do try to only mention the original trailers maybe 2 to 3 times a year now. Usually shortly after a big update and there's been no change to the biomes or the worms and stuff like that. Oh, here we go. Remembrance, a relic of another place. Heart of the Sun. Okay, well, let's go craft that then, shall we? Do you craft that in tech? I think you do, don't you? Yep. There we go. Boom and boom. Let's just go fix all this stuff then. Because it looks like everything inside of my freaking exosuit is broken to toffee. I thought they changed this, so it was just your ship that got broken. This is insane. Even my life support is freaking broken. No way. Seriously? Is this the reward you get for completing the game? You're having a laugh, Hello Games. I thought they changed this, so it was just your ship. And I thought it was just your launch thrusters that got broken. You're having a laugh. Even my hazmat gauntlets... You cruel gits! Okay, right, here we go. Right, here we go. Yeah, let's do that one. It's lucky you can just swap your mode to creative mode whenever you like, people, because this would take a month of Sundays to put all this right. I think if I didn't have the ability to swap modes right now, I'd probably cry. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that in. So we completed the purge now. I think we have. So at least I can leave my thumbnail how it was. Tedious there, isn't it? Holy frickin' mackerel! Right. If I get, I'm going to get to my ship in a moment, and I'm going to be bitterly disappointed to find that that's been frickin' mullered as well. I bet you. Okay. All right. Where's my ship then? Why have I got to destroy 6 sentinels? Why is that even a thing? My analysis visor. No, seriously, my multi-tool is broken. Oh, great. Yeah, my ship's broken as well. All of it. Every single component. Oh, no, seriously. Oh, my days. If I was doing edited footage right now, people, I would cut this and say, right, I'll be right back with you once I've fixed all my freaking technology. I'm sorry, this is just painful for you guys and the viewers. You're going to have to watch me at least fix the essentials. Man, why can't you just add a fix all button? Especially if you're in creative mode. Oh. You'd think when they're testing this sort of stuff, they'd say, was that bit fun? No. Let's fix that bit. Let's make that bit a bit more fun. How can we get that? How can we stop people from wasting their freaking life? Yeah, here we go. Boom, boom. But then again, imagine if you was doing this the legit way, people. Take freaking ever. Yeah. Yes, you fix everything, says Daniel Hipley. Oh my days. You've now completed Hello No Man's Sky. Congratulations. Now you're going to spend 3 days fixing all your stuff that we've conveniently broken for you. Yeah. You know, other games, titles roll. You get to put your name in, say, yes, I'm freaking awesome, and all that sort of shenanigans. No, not this one. But then again, this is a sandbox, isn't it? And it's an experience rather than a game. And I must say, I don't think I've played any other game for as long as this. I've got over 1,000 hours in this. But, you know, when half an hour is spent just fixing your magic freaking wand that doesn't do magic, it does make you think, well, actually, yeah, I could have spent my time differently this evening. Oh, talking of which, we're going to be watching Dune 2 later. We watched Dune 1 last. I actually purchased Dune 2 because I had like £5 store credit with Google anyway. So I got £5 off. It was 20 quid for full HD, so I got it for 15. Anyway, Ivy couldn't remember Dune 1. So I decided we were going to watch Dune 1 last night, which we have. And we're going to watch Dune 2 tonight. Make a little night of it. And then I'll do a review of Dune 2, Dune Part 2. Now, I just done a review of Rebel Moon Part 2 today. Well, yesterday. And I must say, I didn't like it as much as Rebel Moon Part 1. Hopefully, I'm not going to feel the same about Dune. Because I've watched the original of Dune. And I know that Dune, the original, he gets pretty OP towards the end of it, doesn't he? With his whole voice thing, and he gets that gun thing that shatters the ground and stuff in the original. Can't wait to see how they've realised that inside of the modern take of Dune. Of the modern Dune Part 1, people. I freaking loved it. I gave that a very high freaking rating. I gave that like a 9 out of 10. I thought it was awesome. Really liked it. The only thing that I thought that they didn't really show too much of is how spice actually is used inside of the universe for jumping ships from place to place, and that it's why it's super rare. They mention it, but they don't actually show it. You know, where in the original you get to see pilots actually using it for docking and all that sort of stuff and jumping and things. Yeah. Yeah, got to fix all the bloody ship now, haven't I? Oh, for fun's sake. Okay, here we go. Lovely. Right, where's the launch thrusters? Might as well get a few things fixed in here. There we go, launch thrusters. Right, there we go, people. Anyway, I think I've done the Purge mission, haven't I? Let's have a look at the old mission log. Mission log. Yes, the Purge is gone. Ah, that's why it's telling me to kill pirates. I've got a mission there. That's about it, really. Okay, so we can do Traces of Metal next week, or we could do Dreams of the Deep, or we could do Under Rebel Star. I've got a choice of missions that we can do next week, people. Why have we got 2 Atlas Eternal missions now? Test the empowered mark of the Atlas. The mark of the Denier surges with power proof of my journey through the stars. Wow. Okay, maybe we might do that next week. We might look into these Atlas Eternal ones and see if we can work out what they actually frickin' do. Because they both got the same frickin' write-up, apart from that bit at the bottom. Alright. Okay. Well, there we go. I'm going to fix my ship in my own time, people. But I think that's probably a convenient point to end off. We have completed the Atlas path, people inside the viewerverse, which was my whole objective. Like, yes. So, yeah, I'll just jump out my ship. In my ship, out my ship. Does it still work as a save point, even though it's broken? Don't know. I'm not seeing a save marker appear, to be honest, people. Hopefully it's saved. Okay, well, if it hasn't, it hasn't. Alright, fine. I mean, I could fly up to my freighter and make sure it's saved, I suppose, couldn't I? Can I call my freighter into this universe? Yeah, I can. Alright, I've got a save point up there, so let's just go there. Fixed enough just to make it airworthy. Visit your old friends in the space anomaly. I'm just going to make a save point. We'll do that next time. Meow. Zoom. I mean, it should say whether I last made a save. 6:31. What's it? 51. I think it has made a save. But just to be sure, I've got a manual save point in here, so I'll go save up there. We're falling asleep in part 2 of Rebel Moon in the first half. Mike UK, yeah, same. I was more interested in answering comments on YouTube than frickin' watching the first half. It was slow motion frickin' harvesting of corn, most of it, and then dialogue that just felt like flannel and fluff. They could have used that to show off the backstories better, rather than them just making it a round table event where they just went round telling stories. Reminded me of like those old campfire TV shows, you know, the Crypt Keeper or whatever it was when I was a kid. It just reminded me of that. Anyway, here we go then. Let's quit out to desktop then. Chickaboom. Lovely jubbly. I guess. Right, so I've made myself a little bit larger on the old screen. Been using my old Xbox joypad for that one. I'm going to stick that over on top of my Xbox. Might as well. Anyway, what are you guys saying as I end off? If you look carefully through the navigator, ships in June 1, you can see different solar systems through the tube, like a portal. Interesting stuff. Spice is in Star Wars universe. Is it? Oh yeah, they've got the spice sticks, the glow stick things, isn't it? Was that called Spice, or am I... Don't know. Was it called Spice? I don't know. Okay, Coolio. June 2 is better than the first one. Is it? Okay, well, I'm really looking forward to it now, Pharaoh. Thank you very much. The Purge is different, says Dark Lord Zelric. It does feel like they've changed things up a bit, I must admit. Because, yeah, if you do the travel to the centre and you jump through the centre, I'm sure it only breaks bits of your ship, not your exosuit and your multitool. Ah, so the Purge, it resets everything and breaks everything, right? But if you actually do the centre of the galaxy, it just breaks your ship. Maybe I'm getting the two confused. Thank you for the heads up there, if that's the case. The Disney version of the universe. Well, to be honest, I kind of liked Rebel Moon Part 1 because it didn't feel like a Disney rendition of a movie franchise that I know and love. It felt like it had a little bit more grit to it, you know. The first Rebel Moon, I really liked it. I gave it a freaking 10 out of 10, which I think, in hindsight, was ill-placed. But Part 2, there's just so many plot holes. There's just so many things that a whole faction that prides itself on war, that's made the Scargiver who she is, can't anticipate what she's going to do. And when she actually... I don't want to say too much without giving out any spoilers, but the way that they attack the farm, they do it in waves, which gives them a chance to take out those waves. You would have thought they would have just done a massive onslaught and frickin' wiped them out. It just didn't make any sense. There was a load of little plot holes in there. There's far more plot holes than that. If I wanted to go into each scene where the plot holes are just, oh my God, a freaking 5-year-old would have wrote a better plot line than some of the bits inside of it. It ruined part 1 for me, part 2. It really did. Oh, it's death sticks. Yeah, then some guy convinced me to rethink my life. The death sticks. Yes, there were death sticks, not spice. I'm trying to think. Spice inside of the Star Wars universe? Spice is Boba Fett, says RJ Tablet. Right, I don't remember that, to be fair. In the actual Disney Boba Fett, where he meets up with all the sand people. To be honest, I watched it all, but I didn't actually pick up on that, to be fair. God, have you seen the Dragon's Dogma anime? I have, on Netflix, yes. It was actually quite good. I like the fact that in the Dragon's Dogma anime, the actual Arisen gets the choice to become the dragon, or to live forever as like the Arisen or the Overlord of the the whole kingdom. I kind of liked that, where inside of Dragon's Dogma 1, you didn't get that choice. So I'm eager to see what happens at the end of Dragon's Dogma 2. I've purposely not watched any end game content of Dragon's Dogma 2. The only time I've watched any content for Dragon's Dogma 2 is if I've got stuck and I don't know what to do. It's like I'm probably going to watch a video on that weird orb that I've got to get for somebody. But somebody in my comments told me how to get that. You can actually buy it in the shop where the mission is given. But one of my pawns led me to the opposite side of the freaking map. So, there is that. Coolio. Since then, the Spice has appeared in countless expanded universe works. And it's even mentioned briefly in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Oh, okay, Mike. I did not know that. The concept of spice in the Star Wars universe appeared for the first time in Star Wars 1V, whatever that is, because I don't know Roman numerals. And the New Hope is the only mentioned briefly by 3CPO and Luke. I did not know that. Spice in the extended universe of Golden Dawn and the Criminal Underworld, says Dustin Silver. To be honest, as much as I liked Dune when I was a kid growing up, it wasn't my go-to sci-fi jaunt, to be honest. It had too much politics in it for me. I'm enjoying the new rendition of it, I think, more than the original. I did like the original, but yeah, I think I like this newer rendition of it, people. And that's a rarity, isn't it? To like a new rendition of something more than the original. I mean, I love the original RoboCop. The actual remake of RoboCop, it's good, but it's still not as good, I don't think, as the original. I love the original. And that's the same with a lot of stuff out there, people. I did hear that they're trying to redo or remake Short Circuit. And I heard that it's a darker interpretation of the movie Short Circuit. That could be an interesting one. I hope they don't butcher that, because I love Short Circuit 1 and 2. I really do. Anyway, people, I think I'm going to be logging off right now. But thank you very much, and thank you for chiming in on all the movie stuff, because it's something new that I'm trying with my channel. I have done movie reviews in the past, but I'm starting to step that up a little bit more. Mainly because if I do start doing a couple of movie reviews on side of my channel, I can actually say, right, well, I can claim it back on tax, basically, because I'm covering it on YouTube, aren't I? So anything that I'm doing in life, it's kind of why I'm doing vlogs, talks, vlogs, and gaming. All the things I love in life, if I can do videos on them and show that people are actually interested in watching them and I'm actually making revenue from it, that's another thing that I can say, okay, well, that can go off as taxi type stuff, which is great. So it self-funds my hobbies as well as shares it with you guys in the viewerverse and gives some entertainment out there. So everybody's a winner, chicken dinner. Oh, okay, there you go. There's all the room numerals laid out for me. I can't bloody talk anymore. Roman numerals. Yeah, I don't know why I found that a bit of a tongue twister. They need to make a show out of Elden Scrolls. Okay, Elden Scrolls, you say. Elden, yeah. Well, maybe Elden Ring. What are you on about, Elden Scrolls? Maybe I'm just going off on one. Maybe my brain's frazzled, but I don't... Elder Scrolls. What's Elder Scrolls? Why does that ring a bell, Elder Scrolls? I don't know. Maybe it's a game I haven't played. Who freaking knows? Anyway, thanks, Captain. Bye for now. Yep, cheery bye, everyone. Take care. Have a good one. I'm going to go watch June 2 now and make myself some din-dins. Until next time, goodbye, and goodbye again.